On this episode of You Can't Eat the Grass, who made this guy king of the flowers? And how many bouquets will Serina make for the market? 40? 50? 1 million?
1 million.
And about that market, will we finally achieve our sales goal of $1,500? Find out now! For the last 5 years, we have dreamed of this moment because finally, both of our kids are going to be in full-time school, which means that we have lots more time to get things done around the farm.
But that also means everyone else's kids are going back to school, and once the school year starts, our farmers markets get a lot slower and our sales go down a lot. That means this market is our last big chance to go for those really big sales. We anticipate the market's going to be nice and busy, and we need to take advantage of it. So let's get to harvesting.
Hey Serina, did you know that my favorite tomato plant that we've grown this year hasn't yielded a single tomato?
What do you mean? What tomato?
The one in the greenhouse.
Oh, haha. Let's go show that right now. There's a praying mantis having a little suntan in the greenhouse.
This is my favorite tomato plant on the entire property. This thing self-seeded and has grown like crazy. It's actually like a carpet across, a third of this greenhouse. And it's gotten so tall, it's so happy, but no fruit.
Last fall, I had a lot of bouquets that had tomato branches in it because I love that look. I think it looks great. And they were left over around the market, and we set them up on this rack because we were doing like a live video in here or something. I put them in as decoration. Flower bouquet tomato self-seeding. But back to work. You're waiting for us to come back. I didn't wear my gloves. Now I have total tomato hands. Got the tomato tar.
Check out how good the pink Berkeley looked this week.
We have been having a lazy week this week. It is the last week before the kids go back to school, so we've been taking it slow, enjoying a lot of family time. We went and we saw a movie in the movie theater all together, super fun. It was our son's first time going to the movie theater, so, fun milestone. And then we also got some nice weather, so we made sure to get down and enjoy one last beach day. Going to the beach.
What do you think of that, Leah?
Good. Here, over here. Wait, oh no, over there.
Going up on the dock?
Yep, they're going up on the dock. Daddy's helping Sam climb it. Sam's on the dock. Hi!
Did you have fun?
I did. This relic of the fruit industry.
Last week we did a 6 bouquet challenge where we made 6 different recipes of bouquets, and Serena and I both had to guess which one would sell best at the market.
Van Gogh bunches. Yellow and purple, bright and cheery bunch. Pinks bouquet, I have tons and tons of these. I only ever have a few dahlia bunches, dark bunch. I usually do one bouquet that is in a darker color palette, my autumn palette style.
My bouquet didn't win, hers did, so congratulations, Serena. The prize is that I now have to make my own dried flower crown, which we've been talking about doing for a little while, and that is what we are gonna do right now.
So I'm waiting for Ian to tell me the magic words. You're right.
Oh, you won. Now you're right. Okay, so I got my little, wire crown base to start. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of the status, we have some straw flowers here, we have some ranunculus, and we have some of our mock pampas grass. We're gonna do little bunches like this that are then going to get strapped in, boom, 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 do a bunch of them, and they'll go all the way around this. That's the idea. We'll see how the execution is. But I really like these colors in the status. This purpley color and then the more bluey version of it. So I'm excited to put these, not so much the yellow. Just gonna start going around using different things that we have here, kind of doing that same pattern and all around.
It's tricky with the crowns because we don't want to make something that's like so big that it's overwhelming. We really like this grass, but we hold it up beside the crown, it overtakes the entire thing. So what we're doing is we're snipping off a ton of the volume of the grass to make it a little bit more easier to handle. Same with the status. We break it down into small pieces so that when we put it all together, it's more reasonable.
It's fun to have so many cool supplies to work with. Did a good job drying all these flowers this year. Now I am just pairing up these because I want little like clumps of 3 that I'm going to wrap together so that these are together, and then all of these little groupings of 3 are then going to get wrapped again onto this, and it'll be kind of like a continuous around the whole thing. Serena was right. This is definitely a punishment for me. I hate doing little small intricate things with my fingers. I find it very difficult. But we have to do it. It must be done.
So to get it started, right, we have to cover where we wired with the next bunch.
I do think we're going to need some more. It's eating up a lot of flowers because we're only halfway, and it seems like I'm running low. Okay, we're halfway there. We're gonna do a little test fit. What do you think? Do I look emoji worthy?
Yep.
Here it is, the finished product. I don't know if there's a up and a down, but here, this is the grand reveal. Is that centered?
No.
How about that?
That's the opposite.
How about that?
Yeah, perfect.
What do you think? Am I regal? Am I royal?
I think it's very, feel cute, might delete later.
Yes, I might delete this later.
Okay, do a spin for us. Turn your head. No, not so fast. Okay, slow spin.
There's gonna be so many people asking for these. It didn't take too long to put together.
You know, I've been thinking $60 for a wreath, right? So maybe people would pay $60 for a crown,
I think people would pay $60 for these.
right? Because it's basically just a wreath.
Yeah.
That's all we made here.
You know, the great thing about dried flowers is you can put things together and then you can bring it out to the market, and if it doesn't sell, you can just try to sell it the next week. It's non-perishable, right?
Yeah.
Are you impressed with my work?
Yeah, I'm really impressed. You know, this is definitely not the colors that I would have used. I was all like, yeah, purple and yellow, put those together. And you're like, no, I want blush pink and purples, all these pink tones. And yeah, it looks really pretty. It looks really nice. I like your design and I'm impressed with your execution.
Woohoo!
Starting to put bouquets together, but I didn't have enough red. So I'm coming down to dig through and get a little bit more red. Ian's favorite. 6:30 Friday night. We took the kids to the park. We had a fun little family afternoon. All that we have left to do at this point is I need to make my bouquets, but all the flowers are picked and they're nice and prepped. And Ian needs to pack up the truck. So really not that much work for, this early in the night. They're a little bit shorter, skinnier stemmed. I like to make mason jars with this kind of, secondary bloom. So maybe we'll have to see. Maybe not this week, but next week we can convince Ian to let me bring mason jars.
Well, we can sell them at the roadside stand.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it in regards to the roadside stand being done. Like this is like a nice.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
I have to go put our kids to bed. No more late nights for them. We gotta get back on school day bedtime schedules. So I'm gonna go do that. Serina, you're almost done harvesting, right? Okay, well, let's get to it.
Later. I'm gonna take these flowers up for you.
It's 8:45 and I have 4 of my 10 buckets done. So that's not too bad. I decided to do double dark and double fall because they sold so well last week. I want to go hard on the flowers. I want to make a lot of flowers tonight because I think that there's a good chance it's going to be a busy market tomorrow. I think there's going to be a lot of people enjoying before back to school and also people out shopping for back to school. So they'll be at the market too. So 1,500 or bust.
What other bouquets are you gonna do?
Oh, I don't know. This is the last week for big numbers on the sunflowers. This is actually the last week for big numbers on all the flowers. The zinnias are really slowed down. You know, everything that I have in here is like everything there was to pick. It's not like there was extra left in the gardens. It's good timing, right? Like, I suspect markets are gonna get slower, flowers are getting slower, you know, so it should work out.
I have to go load the truck. It's 4 in the morning. I am just starting to pack up the truck. I'm hoping to get it done within an hour and a half so I can get off to the market. All the flowers look really great this week, and I think Serina said there's something like 57 bouquets or something, so we're going for it this week. See how many we can sell. Everything came together really quick this morning, so it's only 5 o'clock and I'm all packed up. Get to the market a little early and have a little extra chance to merchandise everything just right. Let's get this party started. Okay, and we are off. It's just after 9 o'clock. About $250 in sales. Not our best selling first hour ever, but it's an okay start. The last few really good markets that we've had have had the majority of sales happen kind of in that 11 to 1 o'clock range. Got 57 bouquets, I think, to sell here today. So there's no reason that we can't do a big number. I haven't started wearing my flower crown yet because I'm not feeling fabulous. I'm still feeling tired, but pretty soon here it's going to warm up and I'm going to You gotta put it on, get going. It's 10:15 now, and things are selling really well today. I'm just taking advantage of a brief little break in traffic, but it's been steady, and people have been buying lots of flowers. Yeah, $670 in sales already, and it's only 10:15, so that's setting us up really well. Almost all of the Glad bouquets have already sold. The Glads have sold really well, which I've actually had a bunch of markets this year where they've sold well. It's kind of like one or the other. And that design that worked last week with the fall colors, that one's selling really well this week as well. That's definitely the top seller this week. So you know, we're starting to get there, I think, because we got so many bouquets this week that if it keeps going like this, we might have our best market ever. The rush keeps coming. I just turned off my camera and sold 3 bouquets, like all in a row, and a bunch of veggies. So the sales keep coming, but there is something that I forgot to do, and that is this. How does that look? I think it's a little big. There we go. Okay, it's after 11 now, and sales are still strong. We're over $1,000 already, so maybe this could be our best market ever. Our best market ever, I think, was in the low 1400s, and our goal for this market has always been $1,500. So let's see if we can actually make it this time. Well, look who decided to show up.
I'm here. We came down to the market, and it looks like for the first time ever, Ian is gonna maybe achieve my aspirational goal. Told him to sell 1,500, and he's almost there.
Yeah, we're already over 1,400.
And I believe it because to try to get to the market, traffic is insane. It's like crazy in town today. Everyone's doing back to school shopping.
There's less than an hour left, but we've already sold over 50 bouquets, or almost 50 bouquets. So, like, it's going to be a really good market.
We did it! We made it! $1,500! Our best market ever, and more importantly, 1,500 is our goal. That's like what we want to do on these Saturday markets. So we've now officially proven we can do it.
We proved that we can consistently sell over 1,000 and that we can reach our goal.
Yeah, the goal is consistent $1,500 markets into the future.
Meh.
We sold 1,565. Yay! So I'm out of here. Market's over now. And Ian, clean this up.
Typical.